This is your mid-month love reading for September 17th through the 30th, 2018. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading and won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, please check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you're interested in a private reading, there's a link in the description to my website where you can order a reading. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell to get notifications. Thank you so much for all the views, likes, shares, subscription, comments. I really appreciate them from the bottom of my heart, and I love you all. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get all in your business. Also, a very happy birthday to any Libra that is having a birthday at the end of September. I hope that you have a really happy birthday, and I hope that you get all your wishes. Okay. So I've changed things up a little bit for mid-month because I'm only reading half a month. I've changed it to 6 cards, but this card came out with the 4 of Cups, so I took them. And I've cut it down to 2 Angel Romance cards, and now I'll be using Alice the Wonderland Oracle at the end instead of the Angel Answers. I think I'm still going to stick with the Angel Answers for the monthlies, but I think I'm going to do the mid-months this way. Okay. Or I may change again. You don't know. Whatever inspires me. Okay. But I'm still going to clarify and everything like that. Okay. So the Ace of Wands is a card about, it can be a birth of a plan. It can be actual birth. It can be birth of an idea. It can be just a passionate new beginning. It can also be, you know, you starting something that you're very passionate about. Fire signs, it would be fire signs because it's a wand. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is all about paying attention to detail. It's also about, like, you know, working hard, putting in work. And I always see this because the little mouse is watching him, that possibly someone at work has, you know, their eye on you. They may really be, they really may like how hard you work. They may see your work ethic as a very, you know, desirable quality. Then we have the Star card. The Star card can represent, Pentacles, Earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then the Star card would be Aquarius, but the Star card is about, like, wish fulfillment. Pretty much like what you're, you know, you're hoping for. It's like hope and faith and wish fulfillment. Then we have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords would be air signs such as yourself, Aquarius, and Gemini. The 6 of Swords is about moving to calmer waters. It can also be about travel, so some of you could be traveling. It can also be like moving away from, like, things that are like chaotic into, like, you know, calmer space. Then we have the Empress, which represents you or Taurus. The Empress is about fertility, abundance. It can also be about pregnancy. It can be about a mother. It can be about motherhood. But for some of you, you might get pregnant. So if you're hoping for that, I hope it happens. And then we have the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this I always see as, like, because he's only paying attention to the one cup he's getting. He's not seeing that there are other offers here. Or I also see it as you being offered only part of someone's love, not all of it. I also see it as, like, kind of like, he's kind of like feeling, well, the 4 of Cups is about, like, rejection. But with the way this card looks, I always see it as, like, maybe you're so focused on one person that you're not seeing the other options that you have too. I also see it as, like, someone not giving you all their love. Then we have the Sun card, which can represent Leo, but it's also about clarity. It can be about optimism. It can bring the light to, you know, like, secrets or things that are hidden. Okay, so for some of you, I see you starting a new passionate, I know it's a love reading, but I see you starting a new passionate venture at work. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I needed some water. All right, so I see you starting some kind of passionate project at work. Also, for some of you, maybe you're going to start some kind of passionate relationship at work. Be careful, because usually, you know, if it goes bad, it goes bad. Some of you actually may give birth at work. Like, you just don't have time to get to the hospital, and whew, that'd be crazy. I don't think I would want to have my baby at work. Okay, and then the Eight of Pentacles, you know, it's about somebody watching. Maybe somebody is very passionate when they watch you work. Like, they see the passion you have for your work, and it, like, is really attractive to them, and they've been admiring you, and, like, they're kind of like, maybe I should ask them out. Then we have the Star card, which is wish fulfillment. So a lot of you are probably paying attention to, like, the things that are going on around you, looking to see when your wish fulfillment is going to come in. With the Six of Swords, some of you may need to do a cord cutting, because I just said cord. So definitely there could be somebody that's, like, leeching your energy. So if you feel like somebody won't leave you alone, like, no matter how many times you, like, try to get rid of them, do a cord cutting, get rid of them. Then we have the Six of Cords. I keep saying it. So someone, yeah, please do your cord cutting. You just Google or look on YouTube. There are cord cutting meditations. So the Six of Swords is like moving to calmer energy. Some of you may be moving from working into being a full-time mom. Like, you may actually decide to not work anymore and stay home with your children. For some of you, you're moving away from not having children to becoming a mother. So you could definitely get pregnant. And some of you, it could possibly be that a Leo is making you feel like they're not giving you all their love, or there may be a Leo that is offering you love, and you're kind of not really happy with the offer that you're getting from them, but you feel like that's your only option, but it's not. You're, like, failing to look at other options. All right, let's start clarifying. A couple more shuffles. And I apologize if this is, like, late, but I really tried to get them all done yesterday, but after I got done Virgo, like, my brain was fried. Like, I was like, I can't do anymore. So, and it's been crazy. Last week I had tonsillitis, and I felt like crap. So I didn't get to do them. I didn't get to start them as early as I wanted to. Like, I wanted to start them early, but I really just didn't feel well enough. And I'm like, they're not going to come out good. All right. Okay, so I waited, and then it was late. And I tried to do them, like, Saturday, but it just didn't feel right. So, you know, sometimes the universe just tells you when, you know, you need to, like, not read, and when you need to, when you're able to get out the best message. So apparently that's what happened. And I guess, you know, like, whenever I've had a hard time, like, getting a reading for somebody, I figure it's the universe's way of telling me it's not time for me to have the reading yet. All right. Please tell me why the Ace of Wands is here. All right, so with the Ace of Wands, we have the the Nine of Swords. Oh my God, what am I doing? I can't read Roman numerals today. And we have the Four of Cups. So we have the Four of Cups down here. The Nine of Swords is like, you can't sleep, you can't, you're very stressed out. You could be up at night, you know, thinking about a passionate new beginning that you want, and being upset that it's not coming to you yet. For some of you, maybe you're being offered, like, see, he doesn't really, he's kind of like this offer doesn't really interest him. He's still looking at these. See, they're different. Like, his eyes are going towards this, whereas this one, he's like completely staring at that one. So for this card, it always makes me think that, like, you're not happy with things that are going on in your life right now. Like, you want something that gives you passion, and you either don't know what it is, or you have too many options, and it's really hard for you to choose. All you know is you don't want the one that's like the most in your face. And I think you lay at night and think about this. Also, some of you may get inspiration in your dreams as to what you are passionate about, or some of you may even dream about other options that coming into your life, realizing that you don't have to accept this cup that's, you know, being handed to you that you're not really thrilled about. Please tell me why the Eight of Pentacles is here. I love when this happens. Alright, so clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, which is, you know, making a decision. Someone making a decision. It could be you or your person. Then we have the Lovers, which could be Gemini, but it's also about soulmate. It can also be about trust. It can be about engagement. So some of you, and then we have, you know, paying attention to detail, putting in the work. So some of you have really worked hard in a relationship, and either you or your significant person in your life, they're really deciding, they're paying attention to like all the little details, and they're coming to the conclusion that they want to either move to the next level, whether it be engagement or move in together. Or if you live far apart, they are really wanting to move to where you are, and so you guys can start a life together. And for some of you, you're putting in the work to heal your pain, to bring your soulmate into your life. Like, you've decided that you need to work on yourself in order to bring, you know, love into your life and your soulmate. Please tell me why the Star card is here. Say yep, yep, yep. Okay, so with the Star card, which is about like wish fulfillment, we got the Magician, which is manifestation. This also could be somebody with all the elements in their chart, because I always think about it because there's like one of each element. But it's also about creation as well. And then we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords to me is like having your guard up. Like, he's like literally fighting. Like, we can't tell if there's people here, but he's literally, he looks like he's like defending himself from other people. For some of you, you're very guarded about what it is that you like your wish fulfillment, like whatever it is that you really want. You're like super guarded about it. Like, you're guarded in a way where you feel like it's impossible for it to happen. You just think it's like such, like what you're asking is such like a long shot, that you're very guarded. You're very like because it, you know, whenever we try to manifest something that's like big and life changing, it does take some time, and we have to have faith. And the only, you know, we have to have faith. And I think some of you are like guarded as far. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Guarded as far as like having faith. Like, you're not believing that it's actually going to happen. And the whole key to manifestation is to remain positive, to have faith, know that the universe has you at exactly where you need to be right now. And you have to like really believe that. And every time you have a negative thought about something you're trying to manifest, you basically just canceled out everything you've done. So try to remain positive, phrase things in a positive way. Don't say things like, I don't want such and such, because that's exactly what the universe will bring you, because they don't hear the I don't want. They just hear they hear the want. They don't hear I don't. So some of you are manifesting, but you need to let your guard down and trust in the universe. All right, then we have the Six of Swords. Ooh, this is nice. Woohoo, Libra. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Fool card, and the Ace of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about, it can be about travel, but it can also be moving to calmer waters. So for some of you, you're actually going to be traveling, and it could be by plane, it could be by boat, because this could be air travel. This is also rapid communication. This is also rapid movement after stagnation. Then we have the Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate happy life. The Fool card, which is about a leap of faith. So leap face forward. No, I'm just kidding. A leap of faith or a brand new beginning. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is like a brand new relationship. So for some of you, you're moving away from being single into a brand new relationship because you're willing to take a leap of faith. And this relationship is going to be beautiful. There's going to be lots of communication. You may actually also travel a lot with this person, because I'm seeing, 2 travel cards in this, with the clarifiers and with this. For some of you, you may actually move to be with this person, or they may move to be with you. For some of you, you're moving away from being single. There's going to be a brand new relationship. A brand new beginning. You're going to be very happy. And there's going to be a lot of you're going to communicate very well with this person. Like, you're just going to be on the same page. Which is a great thing. And also, if you're already in a couple, if you guys have had, a lack of communication, like if you've argued recently and you just aren't talking to each other, you're moving away from that. You guys are going to actually communicate and figure out, how you can solve the problem and get back to your, your happy life. Please tell me why the Empress is here. Oh, also the Fool card can represent Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries. Let's see. But everybody's here, so it's kind of like every sign. Okay, so. And then with the Empress, we have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Chariot is about victory and moving forward. So if you are trying to get pregnant, for some of you, you will, it's going to happen and you're going to move forward into motherhood. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I always see there's a line here, although they have wings, which would kind of be cool, but kind of not, because anyway. So we have, Taurus and Leo. This card can represent Cancer, and then Empress is you guys, Libra. So for some of you, like, this is divinely guided. Like, you've been wanting a child for a while and nothing's happened. But like now, like either you're with the person that you were meant to have a child with, because sometimes I believe people can't have kids because they're not with the person they're supposed to have a child with. So some of you, like, if you're now in a relationship that you're like truly happy and you feel like this person is like the one, it's very possible that this is divinely guided, and you can get pregnant, and you're going to move forward into motherhood. For some of you, this is just the wheels turning in your favor. Things are going to become abundant. You're going to start moving forward. You're going to choose the road that you want to take, and, you know, it's going to be abundant. Things are just going to start coming to you and turning in your favor. Also, this could be you moving forward after a karmic cycle with someone. Say if you were in a relationship and it was really difficult all the time, that was most likely a karmic relationship. All right, please tell me why the Four of Cups is here. Oh, also because the pregnancy, because the Ace of Cups is in this pile and it's next to the Empress, so. Okay, and then we have the Four of Cups, which can be like rejection, but I also see it as focusing on, you know, like I said, somebody that's not giving you all their love, or you're totally focused on one love offer, not seeing the others. Then we have the Tower. The Tower is something that's not built on a strong foundation and then crumbles. It can also be sudden change. It can be chaos. It can also be like a shakeup in a good way. Then the Star card. So for some of you, you may get pregnant, and this is what shakes everything up in a good way. And you may decide that that like, even you may not have been sure about the person that you're with or your love interest, even if you aren't exclusive yet, until you get pregnant, which causes like a Tower moment. And then you're like, wow, all my wishes are being fulfilled. Because some of you, for somebody, this may happen like really fast. Like you might meet somebody and there's just like this vibe, and you're like, you're not really sure yet, but like you guys get along really well, and then bam, you're pregnant. And you realize like this is everything. Like this is the person I'm supposed to be with. This is the baby that I wanted. And I'm going to cry because I'm so happy for you guys. For some of you, this is just, maybe your love interest has rejected you, which caused the Tower moment. This can be about having faith. Have faith, like if you're meant to be with this person, it will happen. Maybe they didn't intentionally reject you, or maybe you guys speak different love languages. You might want to talk to them about it. Or maybe there is a separation, or maybe they feel rejected by you and they haven't said anything, and like it's causing a Tower moment because they're like kind of not really talking to you too much, and they're not really sure if you want to move forward with them. But now there's going to be communication back and forth after a lack of communication, or there may be sudden action where you guys decide to start moving forward, which grants wish fulfillment, especially if you want to be with that person. And then we have the Sun card. For some of you, it is a Leo. All right. Hold on. I think I have my cards upside down. Give me 1 second. All right. Please tell me why the Sun card is here. Interesting. Okay, so with the Sun card, which can be Leo, but it's also about optimism. It's also about clarity. Then we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords can definitely be you guys, as well as Aquarius or Gemini. And then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So the King of Swords, he is very logical. He tends to think with his head over his heart. He also has no problem with cutting people out, like especially ones that are full of bullshit, or ones that just really don't have his best interest at heart. And then we have the King of Cups, who is highly intuitive. They're very intuitive. They're very emotional, but they have their emotions under control. They just are emotionally, available, mature, all of that. Because he's a king, so he is mature. So remember that this can be male or female, because tarot, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So you and your love interest most likely are both standing in your masculine energy right now. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a man. So some of you need to remain optimistic, because there is a passionate new beginning, and it's going to be passionate and stable with a Leo. For some of you, you just need to remain optimistic. There'll be a passionate, stable beginning with a water sign. For some of you, there could be, because this can be the birth of a child, maybe things have been unstable with you and your love interest, but you give birth to your child, and now they're like, all right, let's make this stable. Let's make it official. For some of you, you're finally going to get clarity about how the other person feels about you. They feel really passionately. They see you as someone that they can offer stability to, or you can offer stability to them. For some, it is a Leo, and they're just like the King of Cups right now, or you're the King of Cups and the Leo's being like the King of Swords. It doesn't matter. Just know that if you are single and you're wondering about your person, they most likely want a stable, passionate new beginning with you. They see you as somebody that will enhance their lives. Okay, so let's do your Alice cards. Yay, Libra. And if you do get pregnant, please let me know. And if you have a baby at work, please let me know. Because that would be crazy. I mean, unless you work at a hospital, because then, that would kind of make sense. But it makes me think about The Office when Pam was in labor. And she didn't want to go to the hospital. And then she was like, I don't want to have my baby here. All right. I love The Office, by the way. That's the only reason I keep Netflix. Well, one of them. Because The Office is, on there. So I can watch it whenever I want. Alright, so please give me 2 cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, it already did. Okay, so these are new. I haven't had a chance to learn the meanings yet, so I'm going to give you my interpretation, and then I'm going to read the books. Okay, so becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. For some of you, you need a fresh perspective on what you're trying to manifest. Oh, I didn't do these. Let me do these first. All right, so we have separation. So some of you are separated, and after a period of stagnation, you guys are going to move forward together. Some of you may be separated and come back together because you realize that this is the person that you want to move forward with, or they realize it's about you. And then we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this could possibly here where maybe the person doesn't know how you feel. Maybe they think the love is unrequited, or maybe you feel this way about them and they just haven't told you how they feel. For some of you, you just need to tell the person hey, I'm really digging you, or just let them know that maybe you have feelings, or see where it goes, or whatever. I know it's scary and people hate rejection, but rejection is important, because if you don't open your mouth, they won't know. It's like that song, closed mouths on the boulevard don't get food. They don't. Okay, so becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. Some of you need a fresh perspective so that you can move forward with your, your love interests. For some of you, you're getting stronger. Like the relationships that you've had that haven't worked out have made you more. They have made you more resilient. They've made you stronger. They've given you an experience. They've given you a fresh perspective on what it is that you do and do not want. What will fulfill your wishes. Okay. And then we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. Okay. So I'm going to read the book versions. Well, everyone's different. Be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Don't worry about what society says. Like, oh, you should be married by this time. F society. It's bullshit. Live your life the way you want to live it. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Don't worry about how society sees you or what society thinks. Like, the only person that can judge you is the higher power you believe in. And you know what? As long as you are a good person, live your life. Sorry, I just really hate judgmental people. Like, why do you care what somebody else is doing? Like, I don't care. It's none of my business. If they're not hurting me or someone else, I don't care. Do you? You have been tested. The development of strength and resilience through the courageous meeting of challenges. The demonstration of great character, the acknowledgement of how much you have learned, the ability to cope with so many little things due to a great ordeal endured with grace, dignity, and humor. Testing time showed true character. Feeling there is no point in your trials, an inability to see you are courageous and learning all the time, doubting you have endurance to cope with challenges being faced, believing you are weak and unable to tackle the smallest of adversities, feeling you will fall apart when troubled times come, afraid of adventure and daunted by tests. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. You have the Fool card. Take the leap of faith. Go on a new adventure. Do things you've never done before. And, the more I think about it, the more I realize I need to go out and do things to, like, be more adventurous. And I think I'm going to start doing it. Because, you know what? We only get one life. And we might as well live it. All right, so 23. We're all mad in here. We hide who we truly are. We do not speak for who we are. And we try to convince others that we are just like them. The card asks you to consider why you would hide any of your own strangeness. When the Cheshire Cat says, we are all mad here. We must all be mad. Otherwise, we would not be here, living another lifetime, brave enough, mad enough to learn more on the journey of the soul. Beginning to realize that everyone is interesting, a little bit different, and full of secrets, good and bad. Understanding that hiding what makes you your very own self is not only exhausting, but it is robbing the world of your unique wonder. Discovering that you are a little mad, and so, in truth, is everyone else. Embrace your eccentricities and your own peculiar genius. I love people that are different. I love weird people. My two nieces are little weirdos, and I love it because they're different, they're funny, and it makes me smile. So, be your own weird self. Stand in it. Own it. It's a great thing. Yeah, that's been your reading, Libra. And apparently I'm like on some other tangent, but hey, I have a lot of Libra in my chart, so I have a lot of love for you guys. Not that I don't have a lot of love for all of these signs, I do. But I'm kind of like an honorary Libra because I have like 4 or 5 placements. My moon and my Venus too. All right, Libra. So this has been your mid-month September reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Remember, if you need a personal reading, there's a link in the description where you can order a reading with me. And also, please like, share, and subscribe. I really enjoy the comments and stuff. It really touches my heart. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your September. Also, if your birthday is coming up before October, I wish you a very happy birthday. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Good night. Well, good day. Bye. Cheerio. All right. Bye.